Hey everybody, back with another video. What we have on the bench today is several Capcom CPS2 boards. I don't know much about these boards. I did install Darksoft kit on one of mine, but these are from the arcade buffet, and he wanted me to test them. I know some of them probably don't work, and I need to maybe clean them up and test them and see if I can get them working. I'm sure some of the batteries are dead, etc. So that's what we're doing. Let me break apart these real quick. Actually, so this is Street Fighter 2 New Challenger. That is a the gray is an Asia B board. I'm not going to go into detail about all that because I'll link to I think it's Walls Dog Arcade or something like that. He does a great job explaining the different ones at the start of his Darksoft multi-kit install. But these are, this doesn't look gray anymore, but it's gray. This is gray. Battery 42610. Who knows if that works, right? This blue one, X-Men versus Street Fighter. Motherboard now saving parts only. Some discoloration right there, if you can see that. I don't know what's going on with that, but that is a USA board. Some of these are kind of dirty and stuff. Now this is a gray board. This has a A and a B board. It is Asia. Capcom Street Fighter 2 New Challenger. And you can just take it off like this and you'll notice the pins are different. So the A board has all female and the B board has male pins versus a USA one. USA B board is going to have female pins. So that's the main reason I think they're not compatible. I don't think it has to do with the region setup, but maybe. I don't know. I'm going to find that out in this video. And here's another Asia board. But if you can see here, it actually says USA, but did somebody modify it with different pins or something? I mean, what's going on there? How is that a USA A board when it's got female pins and this one's recessed? And it's accepting an Asia, B board on there. So this doesn't make any sense to me. The other thing I noticed real quick, if you can see it, is there's quite a bit of corrosion on the card edge. So I'm going to start with these A boards. I'm going to take them apart and clean up the edge connector at a minimum, and then come back. Alright, so you just need a security bit like this. If you can see that, it's a star with a hole in it. This is the screw. Now this one had definitely already been taken out. The seal was broken, and that's what that says. So I'm going to take this off here. It says, let's see here, Capcom will not be responsible for any troubles in case of seals are broken, something like that. So this probably was a USA one. You just have to disconnect the fan. I already did that. And pull the board out. And the other thing I noticed is there's the board holders. There's these holes right here, or these little things. I don't know what you call them, but the PCB holder, a couple of them are broken off, so need to glue that one on. This one's about to break off as well, and it was broken on the corner there, as you can see. But when I looked at the board, it does look like I don't know if that's normal or not. Like that solder, maybe somebody soldered new connectors onto this board so they would have a working Asia A board. So somebody might have soldered on new connectors there, and that's my best bet. So I'm going to clean up this card edge. It's really messy right there, very highly corroded actually. So I'm going to clean that up. Okay, I'm busy cleaning and stuff, and the only Asia A board that I have is my Darksoft board, or I should say the Asia B board I had was the one that I did the Darksoft multi-kit on. So anyway, I figured that what I would do is just turn this on my A board just so you can see what it does with no B board. It's just a blue screen here. So let me go ahead and hook up the A board that I just cleaned up that was in the USA. Alright, this is the Asia A board that was in a USA case, and it looks like there was some solder work done on the connectors, so hopefully they soldered everything correctly. I did clean up the card edge, so that looks good. Let me power this on. Alright, powering it on without a B board, and it's basically a blue screen just like my other one, minus the fan, of course, the fan noise because the fan's not plugged in. Alright, let me hook up my Darksoft on there. I feel this is like throwing caution to the wind a bit because I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I got some issues. Okay. Some graphics issues. And I assume that's got to be on the... Let's see if we have any sound. Turning it up.
Welcome to the D&D world.
Yeah, so sound works, but this has some type of graphics issue. I assume it's not anything on my Darksoft or something like that because it was working previously. Alright, let me see what that could be. Alright, I have it on my working A board, and just to verify it, yeah, it works fine. Now the nice thing is I should be able to go into test, so let me put the other board back on, go into test, and then we can do at least a memory test. Alright, I have the A board with Darksoft kit plugged in. We got graphics issues. So, I don't know. It's like flickering like crazy. And if I go in a test, you can't really, even if I run a memory test, can't really see what's going on there. Oh, I think it does say okay. Yeah, so the memory is probably okay. So it's got to be... I've been doing some research, so I don't know how you troubleshoot these A boards with a logic probe when the B board's on top of it. So it's like kind of makes it almost impossible. Maybe you have to probe it from the bottom side. Might be the best way. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Like turning it on its side, I guess, like this. Interesting. I don't know, I started looking at some repair threads to get some clues, I guess. But it's definitely on the A board is the problem. Alright, I have the other Asia A board on here, and I went ahead and put Super Street Fighter 2 on there, and it appears to be working fine. No graphics issues. This one, I thought the A board said it had sound issues, but if I can go into test mode, and then sound and voice. So you can hear the sound's working fine too. But one of the interesting things is because this USA A board that looks like it was converted with the pins, I just wanted to make sure. And the other thing is, hold on, I'll be right back. The other thing is, if I press down on this corner here, I noticed I can make it kind of graphics glitch out. See that? That's just by me pressing down on the board a little bit. So I feel like something is on the connector of the B board. Yeah, see, I can pretty much get it to screw up a little bit. And I've gotten the sound, even on this side, I'm pressing on this side too. Seems a little weird. Yep, right there. See that? I can make it get lines through it just by pressing on the corners. What's that about? Up. Yeah, there, I just pressed on that front corner and now I have permanent lines. Front corner, and I got lines. Press it again. So I don't know, I feel like there's something going on with this A board as far as the connectors go. Maybe they might need to be cleaned or something. So I'm going to take it apart and I want to look at the underneath of it to see if it's also just look what the connector thing is. This is the second Super Street Fighter 2 Asia B board, and see, it has lines too, but it's not quite the same behavior, so it's kind of weird, and the audio's off. Like, but the audio I think is supposed to be on the A board, unless it's getting some sound from the ROMs on the B board or something. But I can definitely, like, by pressing on it, it flakes out a little bit. Oh, see, look. Oh, maybe I did. See? I just got it to clear up the graphics by pressing down in the middle. I mean, what's that about? But this audio sounds like shit. Alright, well, the graphics is good, so that seems like to be like a connector issue with it on the A board or something. And maybe a cold solder joint or something. But I don't know about that audio. Let me try the other B board here real quick. Alright, other B board. The sound is good, but see, I got lines in it. Oh, I'm just messing with the board right now. Well, press in the middle. There we go. Now, got the lines to clear up. Yeah, and that sounds normal. Huh. Just press in the middle. So I think there's a sound issue on the other B board. Just so I remind myself, this A board that seems to be working fine, minus the connector issues, it seems like, because I have to press on it or something. No sound, Darkstalkers, video good. So that must have came with the Darkstalkers. Okay, I took apart that A board, and yeah, you can see the solder is nice and clean on that A board versus the modified USA to Asia that has a ton of flux on it, like I've shown before. So I'm going to clean that up and maybe just check continuity. I think that the graphics issues that we have on here could be something to do with replacing those connectors. On this one, I'm just going to clean the board. I'm going to clean the case. It's got some dust in it, take out the fan and stuff. It's kind of dirty right there where connectors are and stuff. So I'm going to clean it, and I might reflow solder on those connections. I don't know why pressing on the board is causing, you're just flexing it a little bit. I'm trying to think, like, if I apply pressure in the middle of it, it should be just applying pressure on the connectors. It's not touching any of the chips. That don't make sense. Alright, I have the board all cleaned up. This is the supposedly working one. This is the original Asia board and stuff like that. And I put deoxit. I cleaned the board, put deoxit on the connectors, sprayed it in there, and I think it's actually addressed the kind of flakiness that we had. So let me go ahead, and this is the board. Did have some lines in it. It seemed a little bit more flaky than the other ones, but I don't know if it's because without the case or whatever. But there we go, powered on. No lines on either of the two boards here. I have this Super Street Fighter 2. This is the one that said battery was replaced in 2010, and then this one over there had a little bit less line issues. This one actually had major line issues, but I was able to get them to clear just by pressing on the board a little bit. And let's check the sound. Sounds good, right?
Round one, fight.
I don't see any lines or anything. I don't have a controller hooked up. So it looks good. So I'm going to put this back in the case because I cleaned that up too, wherever it's at, and we'll see if it works just the same with it being in the case. I have it back together now. I haven't tested it. It just feels like maybe it doesn't go in as far, but maybe it is fixed. Doesn't look like any graphics issues yet. Bam. Just some deoxit on the connectors, I guess. I'm just seeing if I can make it freak out at all. I'm pressing down kind of in the middle and stuff on the sides. Nope. Oh, did I just get something to... Maybe that was normal. Yeah, I mean, it's solid now. Just cleaning that board and deoxit. Maybe there was some dirt in there or something. I don't know. But it seems pretty damn solid now. Alright, one last thing I'm going to do is test the stereo sound. I have to wire up some an amplifier with stereo so I can try the stereo sound and see what that's like. Alright, I got an amp and a couple speakers wired left and right. You guys can see that in the picture there. Alright, let's power this thing on. Still looking good. Super Street Fighter 2. I've been doing a lot of reading and research too, so I know it's kind of boring. This is just normal kind of stuff. but when you don't really know anything about the boards, it kind of takes me a while. Oh, I guess I should turn the speaker on. So yeah, there's a setup menu here. You press this little button on the side, and it brings up this setting menu, and then you have to go to system configuration, and then set up the sound to be stereo. I think you need to do that. Otherwise, they'll just put out mono sound. So this is going to put out stereo sound, and I simultaneously have it connected via the, let me take this off, via the RCA connectors here, going into my powered amplifier subwoofer setup there, and as well as going out to JAMA via mono. So we can kind of listen to both, but I have that set up to stereo. So we come down here, exit, press player 1, exit, right? And I have my JAMA volume all the way down. There we go. And we're going to hit 2 players. And you can definitely hear the difference. Not only because I can make it go a lot louder, but when the plane travels, you'll hear it maybe go from left to right. I don't know. We'll find out. Yes, it went from left to right there. I don't know. You can kind of tell the sounds are different coming out of each speaker. I think it sounds really good out with stereo though, so that's pretty cool. And here is it with the JAMA output. Right? JAMA output versus plus, I mean, plenty of bass, I guess, too. That's a big difference. Yeah, so this A board is looking good. You know, I mean, I think it's fine. It said no sound. Darkstalkers video good, but that could have been, I'm going to take that off because I mean this thing is working fine. I might have to clean that up with some glue gun. But that board's working fine, and here's the other Super Street Fighters board, and it's kind of dirty and dusty, but the connectors I guess look okay. I'm not sure if we should deoxit those or not. Kind of just show putting this on. I don't know, it's probably, this is old hat for all the people that are CPS2 like aficionados, but for me, like, I haven't really messed with these at all. This isn't really my classic arcade jam, I guess, because this stuff came out way later. I suck at these games. Yeah, see, that doesn't even seem like it's going all the way in. Like there's something preventing it from... Well, let's power it on. Damn, that's loud. Yeah, it doesn't look good. See, it's not booting up. Make sure nothing happened that was bad. Oh, my cord's in the way. Got that damn RCA cord. That might have been the problem. There we go. Idiot alert. Let's coin up. Oh, actually, let's go into our menu. Yeah, it's already set to stereo, so we can just exit. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I just figured out that special move. It's down. Well, you can't really see. It's down and to the right. Nice. I never even knew how to do that. Whoops. That's probably the only way I can win. Alright, so both Super Street Fighter 2s are working. And it would be bad to kind of screw one of them up or suicide one of them on purpose. But I'm kind of tempted to do a conversion and make one of these Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You can do a conversion. I think it's online, but I'm not sure exactly how to do it. And plus I want to replace the batteries and also get the other A board working. So maybe I'll come back and mess with the other A board. Alright, this is the USA board with the replaced connectors. I don't know why I feel like I have to show you guys everything, but just in case, if you can see that, with the soldered in connections. I don't remember. I have to go back and watch the video. I don't know. Did I use the oxid on this thing? I don't know. Can't even remember what I did. I'm just going to mount this board on it real quick. Alright, power it on. Street Fighter 2 Asia. It's credit. I don't see any lines. I mean, they're just cleaning it? What the heck? Nice. I guess we can try the... I'm sure the audio works. Oh, I can't tell if it's audio or stereo because I have to put it back in the case. Sounds like it's mono right now. Alright, it looks like it's working without the graphics issues. When I first put it in, I did have some jail bars, and then I just pressed down on it, and the jail bars went away. So I guess that whole jail bar thing is related to the connections going to the B board. But this A board does not have both speakers working. So this right speaker, right output here, is not working. See, watch. See, you don't hear anything. So something's going on with the stereo RCA output, the right one. I'll look at that here in a second, but at least the A board's working, which is good. I didn't feel like troubleshooting that. Alright, little reading on the interwebs. Hold down the volume down button and then power it on. Now I get sound out both channels. See, I'll unplug the left audio. So yep, that was an easy fix. Supposedly there's these Toshiba audio chips in here and they have balance control, but they can get out of sync and there's no buttons to control the balance control. So if you power on while holding down one of these buttons, it'll reset the audio section or something like that. I don't know. Wacky. Let me see if there's another easier way to sound and voice. No, it doesn't really tell you. No, that's all the way up. Cool. Alright, I figured I'd wrap up this video. It's almost 30 minutes, and I'm going to try to power on now that we know we have 2 working A boards, 2 working B boards. This one says the battery's dead, so I expect it not to work. I think we might have powered it up, I'm not sure. And yeah, blue screen. So this probably does have a dead battery and it's suicided, and I will save that for the next video. Sorry, a little bit boring, but I had to do a lot of learning because it was my first time messing with these CPS2s for the most part, beyond my Darksoft multi-kit. But I look forward, I have a whole box of these things to fix or look at, or test. So that's it, guys. Until next time.